stream. He cast his salt in there and said, Thus saith the Lord, I have healed these waters. They shall not be thence any more death or barren ground. So the waters were healed unto this day, according to the saying of Elisha which he spake. All right, now the next, let's move on down. And he went up from thence unto Bethel, and as he was going by the way, there came forth little children out of the city, and mocked him, said unto him, Go up, thou bald head, go up, thou bald head. And listen what Elisha did. He turned back, looked on them, and cursed them in the name of the Lord. And there came forth 2 she-bears out of the woods, and bare 42 children of them, and he went from thence to Mount Carmel. He went from thence to Mount Carmel, and from thence he returned to Samaria. Now, I know skeptics and all would look at that and say that God is not a God of love. Now, when people make statements like that, they do not understand who our God is. He is a God of love. He's a God of mercy, and he's a God of grace. But he's also a God of judgment, too. These children here, I don't think we'd think them little children. They were sons of the prophets, some say. What they were doing, they were mocking God's man. And God, we should never say anything against God's anointed. And I'll say this. None of us can say we have the right to live on this earth. We have all sinned and come short of God's glory. We don't deserve anything from God, but it's because of his mercy and his grace that he allows us to be saved, to be one of his children. Now, sometimes we look at these things that happen, and I've heard this said over and over. Why do bad things happen to good people? Could I use one of the Bible verses and tell you? Romans chapter 3 says, There is none good, no, not one. There is no good people. There are saved people. But even after a person is saved, we still can't live up to God's standards. No matter how hard we try. The only way we can be pleasing to God is to follow his word and his leading. Now, let's go on a little further. Let's see what the next, let me get that next one now and see. 2 Kings chapter 3. Let's look at another one here in verse 16. I'll get there in a minute. Now he's left where he's at and gone to another place. And Elisha, you see, let's go out and pick up that story. Well, let's say this, the king of Israel and the king of Judah had gathered with the king of Edom for a battle. Now let's look at let's go back to verse 8. And he said, Which way shall we go? And he answered, The way through the wilderness of Edom. So the kings of Israel went, and the king of Judah and the king of Edom. They fetched a compass of 7 days' journey,